Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertold, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
Yes, welcome. Good morning. Good morning and welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I'm pretty pumped up about this reset. You know, I know that there are some good discounts on this market right now, and we're not at the bottom. I just want to put it out there. I know I posted for the video, I said, hey, sell everything. And I'm not talking about GameStop. I just want to make that very clear. But I would sell a kidney. I'm looking to give some plasma. And I don't know how much they're giving out for other things that I can donate, but I really need to find some money. It's that good of a price right now. The whole market's coming down. Guys, Japan opened up in the pre-market for us. It would be pre-market. We're just waking up. But Japan came off 4% down. Then you saw the rest of the whole world just start selling off. Now, there's a couple of things about psychology whenever this happens. Everyone sees what's happening with the economy. Everyone sees what's happening with headlines, i.e. the Trump tariff goes into trade on Wednesday. But that's what people are going to pay attention to, and then they'll see it, and they'll go, everyone's selling, I got to sell, and I'm coming in. You don't have to sell. I just want to put that out there. But I know people will. People will run, and they'll be like, nope, this is it, a downturn. That's not what it is. A lot of people, since 1987, when the original Black Monday crash actually happened, they don't know about the economic steps that led to it. You know, those quadruple witching or triple witching the Friday before, so an expiring of the index and all the options that they do on that end, and then you also had some policy changes come out, and that of course it led to the downside of it. What people don't realize is that whenever there's like a downside, this whole dropping off of the market, people have already priced in the risk. So I want you to know, guys, there are people making money hand over fist right now, betting on the downside of stocks. When you start betting on the losing team on purpose, in sports betting, it's always, I've got to pick the winner. Imagine if all you had to do was pick the loser, right? If I just got to pick the loser and I'm going to win. That's easy. It's much easier to pick the loser than the winner. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? It makes you think different about life. You know, you want to stay like safe on these, Wall Street. Walk on the sidewalks, guys. That's why they invented them. I'm telling you right now, get away from everything they're telling you to do. They're telling you for a reason, because they've priced in the other side of it. I read every headline this morning. What were the headlines? GameStop downgraded. I mean, from what? From what? Well, it was already a must sell. What's it downgraded even further? What am I dumb about something? What's lower than zero? You never told me to buy it, but now I have to sell it and sell it even more. Then I come out Wedbush when they raised the price target from $11 to $13.50. Wedbush, whoa, we're up another 15%, 13%, 20%, whatever. Wedbush is doing it again, guys. They're just teasing me. It's okay. I can handle this part. You see, psychology tells me when I see everyone exiting, I should be going to. I should be running for the hills. And I'm not going to. You guys better hope and pray that there's not some massive tax bill coming my way that I get I don't know, a refund of some kind. Doge, do your thing. They better hope they don't send me no stimulus money. Something better not be happening. I'm telling you now, guys. I'm counting my pennies. I'm counting my pennies, and I'm ready to buy everything. And I'm going to only buy GameStop. I won't buy anything else. I don't care how great these prices get. Here's what happens, on a correction like this. We're correcting, and I'm going to show you a chart that's going to blow your mind, but we're correcting right now. And I don't think the correction is going to be a one-day hit. I don't think it's going to be like a Black Monday. I don't. Maybe tomorrow is the day because, everybody's ready for it. And once Trump announces, oh, here we go. But then, Jerome Powell's going to come out and talk. The Fed's going to speak. They have to speak on something. They're stuck. They're stuck because inflation's going to creep back in here, hidden in with tariff prices. You didn't make any cuts on the Fed itself, so now we're at stagflation. I know we talked about this months ago. Told you this day was coming, and this is how it's all going to run out. But the stock market shapes expectations for people, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it's because they're lemmings. They follow other people. They follow trends. The stock market just tells me what just happened, not what's about to happen. I'm serious. Because the stock market is reactionary. That's what it does. You come out with some news, you come out with something, here you go. But the people making the money on the stock market are the ones that are not reactionary. They're the ones who are actually making the actions happen. I hope this all makes sense to you guys. Listen to me clearly. Donald Trump is not an idiot. Donald Trump went out here and gave every hedge fund a deadline. He gave you time and an exit. He said, listen, April 2nd, 2 months ago. He priced in volatility. He priced in, you can go look at it, guys. We can show you the volume on the market itself. What's the VIX at? 22 right now? You can short the VIX. Not yet. Buy the damn thing. It's going to protect you because it's going to go up. There's no doubt it's going up. That's going to start, tomorrow and the next day? I don't care. I only buy GameStop. Guys, back in 87, back in COVID, back in 28, right? I'm sorry, and I mean January 28, 2021. There were intraday margin calls and end-of-the-day margin calls. Two different things. And when you go to the banks and you need to go ahead and get some margin, remember, everybody, this whole market's built up on margin. Everybody has borrowed money. And I'm not just talking about the guys who own stocks. Hey, all you margin bros out there. Hey, man, I don't buy stocks on margin. I'm straight cash, homie. Yeah, you are. But the company you're buying isn't. How many of these companies are built up off of loans and margin for the growth that they sustained over this last decade and a half? That's where you're at. You're looking at the mercy of the banks. And you're saying to yourself, can I go back to that same bank and ask for more money? Knowing that my position is coming. Guys, there's a cap to it. There's a limit to it. Pay attention to it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to preach to you stuff you already know. You guys should already know all these things. But come down to it, guys. At some point, someone has to pay for COVID, okay? And printing out $6 trillion. Someone has to pay for this over-leveraged market. I'm sorry, but you're buying George Soros's penthouses. You're buying Elon Musk Bentleys or whatever the hell. I don't know what he drives anyway, if he even drives. But you know what's really crazy? This is crazy. I could go the political route and talk about this Tesla deal. Like, they're ruining Tesla from inside out. And I see it like, oh my God, like they're paying for it. They're paying protesters. They're damaging vehicles. They're burning down Tesla dealerships. Who wants to buy a Tesla now? Everyone's scared to buy one. No matter the prosecution of these few rogue actors, they're scared because the minute you damage a Tesla, it's frontline news. It's everywhere. The fear is coming in. Who is shorting Tesla? Everybody. It's the most shorted thing ever. Obviously, Apple's the most shorted stock of all time, and people don't really understand that. It's because it's the most expensive. But the shorts, private equity, everybody's trying to leverage their way to it. Tesla can't come back from this. They just can't. Would you buy a Tesla today? What, to stick it to the man? No. I'm good. You think I want to wake up with slashed tires and broken windshields? I get it. Hey, you psychos out there, I understand. The same psychos that attack me and follow me, I get it. You guys that put the fear of God into that company and that investment, all because Elon Musk is doing the right thing for this government. Now you're just trying to prove a point, and you've proved it. You guys want access to Donald Trump. You want to go ahead and put the pressure on him to do the things you want. By putting the fear into his friends or his associates and telling people don't associate with him, Remember, if you're a Trump supporter, guys, and you wear a MAGA hat, it triggers people to spit in your food or not give you service. Now, if you drive a Tesla, it's the same thing. For all you guys out there that think it's not political, Moran, we can't do politics here. The fuck we can't. What world do you live in? I live in a world where I'm told that Canada and America are not allies. You know why? Where's the money? I've got a phone call, and I always take this man's phone call. Yes, sir. Oh, damn. Yeah, you know what? Oh, man. Shit. That's my dad. Honor thy father. All right, listen up, guys. You guys, the two things they tell you not to talk about, politics and religion. You guys want to talk about finance? Great, we'll talk about finance. But I want to make you very aware of something. It's all correlated. You understand? I talk fundamentals about GameStop. Okay, guys, let's get back to the story about GameStop. This great company, look at the price, $21 and some change, $22 and climbing back. Market's crumbling and still holding tight. But why is it holding tight? Because of the fundamentals of this company are shining through. Whenever I'm told not to buy something, not to do, I just go back to reality. And I go, okay, let's stay rational. What am I buying? I'm buying a company that makes a profit. GameStop makes a profit. They've transitioned and turned into this juggernaut that is partnered up with PSA, and they're doing graded cards and all the stuff GameStop. Those are all fundamentals, right? Hey, guys, when you guys start looking at your life, and there's a reason why I said honor thy father. You know, my dad called me right now, and I'll pick up his call every time. Spend every second I can with my dad when I get a chance. It's because the fundamentals of life just might be scripture, it might be the Bible, it might be religion, it might be something you have a faith in or a belief in. So whenever you're told to like make rational decisions and, hey, what should I do here? I don't know. Go read something. Go read a scripture. Go do something that's going to give you balance and fundamentals. You know, this base in life. It's the same thing with the stock market. A lot of families pray together. A lot of us study together. And we look at this from a fundamental standpoint. Well, I look at life the same way. So I'm sorry to tell you this, but you can't put fear in me on all ends. I am a student of the game when it comes to economics. I'm a student of the game when it comes to investing. But I'm also a student of the game when it comes to life and mentoring my family and leading from the front. Okay? So if you guys ever want to know how I stand on something, I'm gonna go ahead and review it back and say, okay, is it morally correct to think this way? Is it ethically correct to think? Do I have integrity on my stance? That's how I invest. That's how I vote, and that's how I decide, or that's how I lead my family. Right? All of the above. I'm sorry to tell this to you guys, but it all stems from one thing. There's that moral compass, and maybe it's written in scripture somewhere, or maybe it's just a faith written in my heart. But I'm telling you now, you can lie to me. You can tell me they're the big bad wolf. Elon Musk is a bad guy. That Tesla's a terrible company. They can't make a profit. They can't sell vehicles. So, hey, guess what? Okay, back down to earth. They're one member of the Mag 7. They literally have a position in Bitcoin. They're an okay company. Are they worth what they're worth? No, they're not $800 million company. Not according to PE. All right, let's use those same simple metrics with GameStop. GameStop's currently coming in at a 46 PE ratio. 46, guys. For a turnaround company, for a mid-cap 400 stock, 46. Grounded in fundamentals. That's what they are. With great leadership that just happens to walk the line. There's nothing illegal going on here. You can't paint them with that same broad brush that the media is trying to paint them with. No, they're getting into crypto now, and they're just a risky asset, risky investment, because crypto fluctuates. then GameStop fluctuates. What are GameStop fundamentals? I think it's truly rational is what we have to do. You have to stay into the mind of being rational at all times and factor in leverage. That's all I ask. When you look at an investment and you look at this world and you look at this economy, what is your leverage? I'm sorry, Canada. I know I attacked you guys the other day with some great info. Let me ask you something, Canada. What's your leverage? Cut up of all your borders, take away your seas. How do you self-sustain? You can't. Canada is fundamentally invested into the United States economy and the stock market. Their Maple 8 pension plans, the top 8 pension plans in Canada, are invested into the United States economy. Therefore, the United States economy is the only driving engine for Canada. What the hell are you doing, Canada? And I promise you, the Canadian Pension Plan Investment Board, at least 20% of Canadians' wealth is in United States private equity. And I know people keep telling me, well, this is private equity, that's private equity. Are you listening? Did you watch Connect the Dots? There's 90 parts. It's vulture capitalism. We call it vulture equity, vulture private equity. It's there for you. They're going to cut you up. They're going to suck you dry. And they don't have money, guys. They don't have money. There's not a deal to be made. Is this an environment where we're doing mergers and acquisitions? Did I miss something here? Where was it? Where were the regulations coming out that were giving us this idea that we should do M&A now? How about IPOs? I want to launch a new stock. I want to go ahead and go to the public and get money out of it. This is supposed to be the new age era of IPOs. Okay, talk to me, CoreWeave. You opened up at $40 a share. You're now down 10% from where you opened. You're at $36. So tell me, and it's backed by a safety net called NVIDIA. The agreement is NVIDIA is going to buy every share under $40, and they're going to buy $250 million worth of those shares. That's it? $250 million? Is that happen to be the same amount of money CoreWeave gave to you? Are you guys buying yourself? I mean, I don't understand who's holding each other up here. There's not enough money in the world currently to hold up what we're doing. Guys, they're going to print more. They're going to have to save themselves because I don't know how they're going to be able to work for their money. And I'm talking about Wall Street. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're too used to not throwing their own trash and not walking their own dogs. All right. Well, people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Rantz, you're a doomsday guy. No, I'm not. Wait a minute. I am. Doomsday. GameStop's going to fuck your world up. You didn't listen to me. You thought you knew better. Are you listening now? GameStop stock is 100% increase from last year. Even at $20, it's still higher than 10. And it was $9.95 last year at one point. And you tell me how the hell we're ever going to get down to 13, Wedbush. We'll start making sense of this right now. What'd you do? You gave it value for $6 billion? $6 billion cash? That's it? All right. I'll be here when you're wrong. Again. And again and again. Good morning. I'll read the chat in a minute. I'm just airing out my brain. That's all I'm doing. I wake up and I go, oh, let me go look at these stocks right now. Let's go look at some charts. First, the best chart of them all, my buddy at GameStop. Check these guys out. 21.89. When the market's red, GameStop's green. I wonder who backs it. Who backs the market? So these are some Doritos and I don't know. I drew all this stuff a while ago. So that gold line right there is your true level of support. It is something that's never going to go down. Hey, the word is never, America. Never. That gold line, you're never going to get there. I challenge you. I challenge you. I've been doing this a minute. That's the gold line. On the monthly, you see it. Don't worry. 2 years from the moment I'm speaking to you today, 2 years from today, we will be in the red box. 2 years from today. And I'm going to show you this red box, how great it is. It goes all the way up to 2,200. So from down here at $46 a share, doesn't matter. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? You're going to love this part, okay? I'm sorry, I have to go take the damn screen. I'm going to take this off of here. GameStop. Hey, listen up, guys. Right here, it says, the risk I took was calculated, but unfortunately, I'm bad at math. Lies. Okay, check me out, guys. GameStop has a break-even price on the $1.5 billion on the bond that they're offering, the senior notes that they're offering. Listen to me. $1.5 billion at $38 and some change a share. That's the break-even. $38 and some change. 30% above 29.85. Comes out to like 38.30 or some of that range. You convert. You convert the shares at that price. Guys, they're going to convert it so they get a portion of the company. Who cares? Whoever the hell gave us the note. Who cares? We got $6 billion. They get the shares. And you know, here you go. Here's some shares from the coffers. Doesn't cost us anything. Doesn't cost us any. Do you guys understand? Well, first off, it's 0% interest. But you as a shareholder, you're not diluted. You guys, I'm diluting, but they're diluting my float. Bullshit. Like, something you guys should really understand about floats and market caps. The float increasing helps your market cap. You know what people will do? They'll do a reverse stock split, and they'll go, we do a reverse stock split because we wanted to remain NASDAQ compliant. We were below $1. We had to do it. Okay, Mullen Automotive. Okay, AMC. You can make it look like a bigger stock price. It's not that. When you dilute, okay, and you expand, your market cap's going to expand. Because the same individuals that are right there at 38 and your market cap comes up, they get to 38, they convert those senior notes. Oh, you think they're going to sell them? They're going to sell those shares to whom? To the whole world who's rushing. Oh, guys, FOMO's going to hit. Oh, is GameStop going crazy again on volume? Hold on. They traded 200 million shares. 200 million shares last week in 3 days. 195 million, but 2 million in the whole week. 200 million. I apologize. 200 million shares. Let's go, Marantz. Let's see what they're doing today. Maybe it's a crazy volume day. Maybe another 50 million. Okay, let's go check it out. Today, we'll renew it right here. Let's see. 3 million. 800,000 in that 30 minutes. 800,000. 1.3. 800,000. 600,000. Oh, no volume whatsoever. How did we shut the water off? Did something happen? Huh. Oh, bullshit happened. Oh, you mean to tell me that this wasn't just all on the up and up? By the way, GameStop 2190. So this is your short volume. This chart right here in the middle. Short volume's here. You attacked the hell out of the stock, and you didn't think we'd notice? Like, it was to the point where off exchange was 75% of all trades, 76% of all trades were off exchange. Literally exempt. Short, 72% of the volume was short. So just so that we're clear, why these numbers are massive on short volume, over 100 million shares, 120-something million shares traded back and forth, and you can't even get volume of, I don't know, of 600,000 just last 30 minutes, right? Okay, some of you guys got to know about this. All right, I just want you guys to know. Somebody write in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not reading the chat right now. I'm going. So the craziest part about this whole volume and look at the stock and look at me. Yeah, I'm so sorry to tell you this, America, but and I don't want to just say America because I know we got people in Japan, Australia, I don't know, Israel. We got people there too. All the UK. I know you're here with me. I know you guys watch the show. I just want to say thank you again, all of them support. But check this out. So the short volume is the highest it's ever been in the history of this damn stock that we've held it. And lately, this is crazy, right? And when people don't understand about volume, just going back and forth. So I was trying to explain this to someone, and I hope this makes sense, okay? So this is going to be what's been happening with GameStop. Sorry to tell you, but we know the truth. Hi, how you doing? Okay, here's one hedge fund. Here's another hedge fund. Short. And they will, back in the day, because we could see the tape, they would take one share. We borrow, we take one share. And they will throw it from one to the other. Boom. And then they'll price it down 1 penny. And they'll throw it over here. And they just shop it back and forth to each other 1 penny at a time. It's called short ladder attack. Oh, you can't prove this is happening, Marantz. Oh, but I can. Because when the price, okay, of the stock comes down, all the way down to the levels that it's at this last week, $21, right? Okay, so you're, but we're gonna come into the middle of the game. Us, this is us. And me, diamond hand, babe. Gonna come in and go like this. Give me that one. We put it in our pocket, and they can't get it back because it's gone forever. All right, so then they go like, oh, okay, well they took it, and then they throw another one back and forth to each other, trying to get the price down, and then we go take it. So as we're taking them, and as much as we're buying everything. We're buying every single one share they want to throw back and forth. Well, guess what they had to do? They had to increase. They go, well, fine, we can't do one. Let's do 100. So they're throwing 100 back and forth, trying to come down. And we're just like this. Fuck you, buddy. I saw the earnings report. I'm buying every damn share. Give me that share. Give me this share. Yeah. So then they go, shit, man. We got to start throwing like 10,000. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Here comes Jay Kerwin. Give me that shit. Everybody, every institution, every pension plan, every real long on the market. Give me all those shares. After a while, 100,000 every 10 seconds. They're like this. We can't do it. That's why the volume's so high, guys. Sing it along. This is what they're doing. And they're just giving. Now they found a spot. They're like at 20. Okay, did it calm down? Oh, shit. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Okay, it's a Friday night. They forgot about us. Hey, I got an idea. Let's put out more negative articles. Can we do that? Yeah, we can try. Let's do it. Hey, GameStop's giving me headaches. Did everybody buy it? Hold on. So all the news came out. All the institutions got their positions. Everybody increased. You know, triple witching was done the previous Friday. So now new positions. Okay, everybody's good. All right, guys. Hold on. Time out. Okay, hold on. So we know the Trump thing's going to happen, right? Yeah, okay. So now everybody priced in. All right, everybody's ready. Are you guys ready? All right, hold on. Can I get my energy back? We're going to go. We're going to race right now. Hold on. We're going to go to the top. We're going to race to the top. Okay, cool. Can you guys give me a couple days? I can't. I got to recover, man. I can't do this shit. Yeah, take the week, bro. Don't worry about it. We'll be here. Yeah, we're good. We'll play again tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, can I show it to you? Can I not just say it? Can I show it to you? Okay, check this out. I'll show it to you. Right here. Oh, hey, how you doing? Shares available. Last week, there were millions available to borrow. There's only 80,000. There's only 90,000. There's only 100,000. There's nothing to borrow here. There's no ETFs to borrow. There's nothing to Hello. Give me your shit. We're buying everything, people. We're buying everything. Economic calendar's coming out. I know this week what you'll be getting on your numbers. You'll be getting employment numbers sometimes. You get the U.S. trade deficit info coming out on Thursday. On Wednesday right here, they're going to see the Fed governor speak. You even see Trump speak this week, and Jerome Powell's going to speak. But as it all comes down, it's all going to boil down to Friday. You'll see the employment report come out. And yes, you'll see the unemployment and the hourly wages and everything else that comes out. So listen, everybody's speaking on Friday. Jerome Powell speaks at 11:25. And I feel, just me personally, I don't care about the forecasts and previous. Forecasts coming out at 140,000 jobs. Sure, buddy. And unemployment should be at around 4.1. Okay, guys. When do you think we feel it? When do you think they should actually do this report? Maybe a month from now? I already told you what happens. Seasonal employees get laid off. You won't really trigger anything on unemployment because people are still getting paid not stimulus, but actual severance packages. So severance package that comes out when the Fed and everybody else are cutting people, right? Look at the government. Government already shut down all these programs, and all these people are unemployed. Go look at the homes for sale right now in the D.C. area, Virginia area. Most homes available I've ever seen in my life. Everyone's trying to move. Everyone's trying to leave. That sector of the world is done because they're done giving out free money. It's unfortunate, but that's what's happening. So everyone's living off of severance, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. Who knows? But the employment numbers will creep back up. You guys can't even see this. It's too small. Is that it? Not my fault this website's there. Boom. There we go. So this is what you're looking for. Initial jobless claims will be on Thursday, but this is going to be Friday. Friday's a true deal. So what do I think? I think the Trump tariff gets named. I think it gets implemented. And if it holds true like it should, wall Wall Street won't take it serious until all these people speak and all these numbers come out. And this is going to be a true reflection of your economy as we sit on it. But remember what I said. I'm facts-based. I'm fundamentally based. I'm scripture-based. That's where I am. Those are the fundamentals of me. This stock right here at $21.95 should be elevated. It should be increased. But you can't keep pushing it down forever, Wall Street. You can't. You can't buy it all the way down to 19. You guys found yourself, short sellers, in a really tough place. The tough place is 21. Because it took you 200 million shares of volume to find out who was serious and who's not. And it's the old FAOFO, fuck around and find out. You just did. Guys, when the world is selling off and everyone's trying to tell you that GameStop's not worth what it's worth, I want to assure you of something. 2203 just happened right now in the market. Let's go ahead and look at the chart while I talk to you. I want to assure you of one thing, guys. GameStop's going to beat them guts. This is just going to take everything out of it. I don't care. Look at this damn stock. Ripping. Just ripping. I'll put on the 5-minute too. Look, oh, God, it's glorious. There's nothing you can do, guys. Don't want to put volume on it? Don't put volume on it. But I tell you right now, that company's not worth $9 billion. Worth a lot more. If I gave you guys, I want you to think about this for a second. If I gave you $6 billion cash, okay? If you had $6 billion cash, I want you guys to think about this. Everyone out there, if I gave you $6 billion cash, no, if you had it already, like GameStop does, right? Or they will after they complete the offering. What bank wouldn't give them $6 billion on a borrow? Remember, you're always worth double whatever you have because you're able to pay off whatever you get, whatever they loan you. So that's why credit companies give you money all the time, right? You just so you're aware. So if I had $6 billion, I go to the bank and go, hi, I would like to borrow $6 billion. And the bank's going to go, okay, sir, what's your collateral? I have $6 billion in the bank. Oh, cool. Yeah, we could do that. Because they know they can pay it back completely. Do you know, because of interest and because of what you might be able to do, they'll give you more than 6. They'll give you 60. They'll give you 10x. You don't think so? You don't know this? I'll give you 10x. I'll give you a bond for 10 years. You pay me back X amount per year. Let's just do this. You got a great business plan. We'll figure it out. Who knows? Well, I'll see you in 2044. Haven't seen these bonds? Go look at these other failed companies. But a company with cash is infinitely worth more, at least at a minimum double. Now, I've seen people trade 10x, 5x on book. When I tell you that, and it's like people try to dumb it down and go, you can't tell me book. You can't tell. I can tell you book. I can tell you book value, and I want to tell you why we talk book value so much. Because GameStop's in a unique position to have more book value than people give them credit for. But the book value is only cash, and it's not goodwill. See, goodwill and assets have a write-off. They lose value. That's Disney. That's other companies that are trumped up off of assets only. Might be equipment, might be land, you name it. Go talk to Kohl's. You can have all the goodwill in the world. You can have all the assets in the world. It's not cash. See, all that's worth something on books. Somebody gives you an appraisal. Somebody says, hey, that's worth something. That's where they get the term book value. An accountant comes in and says, here's the value of your property. Here's the value of your equipment. You go, okay, I'll take it. What if you actually sold it off? What if you liquidated? That's called tangible book value. Now, tangible book value does not get lowered when you have cash. It stays flush. So you got to ask yourself, what is GameStop really worth? If your tangible book value is the same as your book, as in this case, that's if you liquidated everything, what would your company be worth? It's more than what they want to give it credit. I got companies out here trading 10x on book. Carvana? Carvana's ridiculous. They're trading 1,000 times book. Who would buy it? But plenty of other companies are trading 10x. GameStop's at 1. Literally two at most, 2x. Right now it's at 1.99, 1.99 a book. Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. I'll see you at 10. I'll be up there. GameStop shares will be $200, guys. Minimum. Okay, let's talk about that run. Can we talk about that run real quick? That's coming for GameStop? Okay, listen, Linda. Right now, the uncertainty on GameStop is that they're offering essentially, I don't know, 10% of the company? Is that it? 10% ballparking? I don't know. They're offering a senior note at 0% interest, which is phenomenal for them. They're not paying any premium. And converted at $38 a share. They're buying it for $29.85. They can convert at $38. That's the convertible notes. So you're going to go ahead and convert your notes into shares or cash. GameStop has the right to either give you shares or cash. Doesn't matter. But you're going to give them $1.5 billion up front. Got it. We take the billion. We're good. At 38.3, whatever it is. I don't forget what the conversion is. You know what? I can do it right now. I'm here. I had it earlier, and I just want to be accurate. Sorry, Meltdown. But at 29.85 times 30%, it comes out to $8.95 plus. So $8.95. So $38.80. So at $38.80, okay, you convert at $38.80. You have a float at $29.85 is hold on 1.28 billion, because that's what they're coming in at. By the way, divide that by the 29.85. It comes out to around 42 million shares, 42.8. So 42.8. I'll just even do 42.9 just for fun, okay? 42.900,000 plus the 446 that they already are. That puts them at around 490 million shares. 490 million shares. I want you to listen. 490 million shares will be their float. You will times that by 38.80, right? The conversion. That gives you $19 billion of market cap. Are you understanding right now what I'm telling you? $19 billion if GameStop can get those senior notes to convert, which they will. There's the dilution of your company, as everyone does. You're diluting the float. Great. You need to. You need to, so that you can get more value. So we get more value, bigger market cap, because we have more shares out there. You're at 19 billion. What is it to get into the S&P 500? 20.5? We're $1.5 billion away. Okay, I'll see you on a good day. We're going to get there. Right now, Ryan Cohen he's fundamentally structuring the value of this company. And they're doing it via bonds and senior notes. And the structure's there. The growth is there. Guess what? That's just off of one senior note offering. What are you going to do 6 months from now when they do it again? They'll offer it again. I'm telling you. They'll offer it again. And you don't think they have the money? You don't think Ryan Cohen has $1 billion worth of Alibaba? You don't think he has $3 billion worth of Apple? What do you think is happening here? Ryan Cohen is an investment strategist, right? He's the chief investment officer for GameStop. He's the CEO for GameStop. He's the chairman of the board for GameStop. And Ryan, I trust, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's fucking rock. Excuse my language. But I'm very excited about what's about to happen for GameStop. Guys, you probably woke up last week and said, oh my God, GameStop's going to buy Bitcoin. Now we just got to ride this out and wait. No, you get to hear more. You get to see more. You know what's the difference between MicroStrategies and GameStop? Everything. Everybody goes, oh, GameStop's doing the playbook of MicroStrategies and Michael Saylor. You're like, we are? You know what Michael does? Michael Saylor out there in MicroStrategies, they started out in 2020. They start offering fractions of their company for Bitcoin. And they're buying Bitcoin at any price they can every damn week. DCA, they're at 66,000 right now on Bitcoin. And they've offered up all of this equity. They have outstanding equity everywhere. You're like, well, all these warrants, what are they doing, all these notes? 0% interest, albeit. But people want exposure to Bitcoin without being directly involved. They're letting someone else do the bidding. How much cash MicroStrategies have right now? And we're at the peak of it all, MicroStrategies. You're topped out. Is there anything left of the company that you guys get to offer out? I'm asking. Here's strategy right here. Here's the chart. Here's the weekly. This is the weekly on MicroStrategy from 543 all the way down to 290. Downtrend, downtrending channel. It will bounce back. I get it. Remember, Bitcoin. That's what it's staged off of. But let's go to financials. Let's go to quarterly, which we're at, and let's go to cash flow. I'll go to balance sheet really because it should be here. $38 million. I'm not joking with you. This company has $38 million. Additionally, this company on total assets is increased because of the book, because the way they read it here, because now you put total non-current assets on the books. They went from 8 billion to 25 billion. The market cap is wild, and it should be. But their company loses $1 billion of operating income a quarter. They lost 455 last quarter, 455 last quarter. They're losing billions and billions of dollars as a company to offset their balance sheet. They're going to have to sell their Bitcoin to keep afloat. He claims he's never going to sell. He claims he's going to ride it to the ground. Well, I hope his investors know that the fundamentals of their company are going to lag them out. They're going to come crashing down. There's nothing that's going to hold this company up because they're going to lose. They have no revenue, $400 million. They have gross profit. They have SG&A. They have operating income of negative $1.8 billion for the year. This strategy works in theory, but you got to have cash to do it, and you got to keep finding a fool to give you cash. Certainly if you're a company that has nothing, no value whatsoever. Guess what this company has? No value whatsoever. They're out of cash, guys. MicroStrategy has the right strategy in a way. They do. But they're not GameStop. GameStop's going to start out and do this. MicroStrategy, you're at, I don't know, 39 million, whatever cash I said, 43 million. That's a joke. Here's, and I'm so sorry I was going to show you here. These guys right here, $1.5 billion on net income. Let's see what the balance sheet tells me. They only have $38 million, and their income, they lost $1.8 billion operating income. They just keep losing billions and billions of dollars right here because it's not about that. They're playing the game, but they're not playing it with their own money. They're playing with someone else's money. Here's the deal. In order to get value, they got to sell. So they had a good strategy. It's a way to manipulate yourself, but because you don't have a positive, trailing 12, you don't make money. We'll go trailing 12 right here. Let's see. Do you make money at the end of it all? I got to check. Way down here, net income. No, and no. Now I know what you're saying, but Marantz, they could sell their Bitcoin and they're profitable instantly. Yeah. They also have to pay it back. They're offering equity in their company. That's what they're offering for Bitcoin, for shares. So they're offering this market cap to people and the shares outstanding. Well, guess what happens? There's not enough shares pretty soon to offset. They're going to have to give back cash. Where do they get the cash from? Is this the Ponzi scheme you're looking for? No, they don't have it. They're not operational. You got to have a fine balance for what they're trying to do. They don't have it, guys. There's one company out here that can manipulate the whole thing. I don't mind being a part of it. Not at all. GameStop's different, guys. GameStop is different. GameStop will get into the S&P 500. I'll say it again and again and again. No one else will. They don't have a profitable company behind it. Warren Buffett uses the disguise of a title called Berkshire Hathaway, and Berkshire Hathaway is a textile company, and it did what it had to do, as in the title itself. But in there, whenever they say Berkshire Hathaway, do they say, "Oh, that's Geico"? Does that ever come out? Never comes out, right? No one ever says, "Here's the list of the 190 companies now that they own." But being Dairy Queen or like Geico, or I believe they own a ton of Visa and Apple. Just everything they've ever owned should tell you everything that the company was. But you'll never see it in their name. You'll never see Procter and Gamble. You'll never see Duracell. Those are all the things they own. They own everything. And that's why I want GameStop just to be the name where people go, like I talked to somebody yesterday and they go, GameStop, oh, the company that went out of business? Literally told me, guys, I turn blue. I turn blue. I go crazy. I don't turn red. I just hold back. I just go, I can't help them. And I won't help them. But one day someone's going to call Ryan Cohen and ask him for a bailout, like Goldman did for Warren Buffett. Ryan Cohen is going to be the guy people come looking for. There's a reason why he's standing around shoulder to shoulder with other people. I'm just letting you know right now. But, Berkshire Hathaway and the interweaving of the connections, like American Express. Charlie Munger was on the board for numerous companies as well, just like Warren Buffett. But they own the companies. They own Moody's. They own everything. Like they found a way to corner the market, and you guys have to know. I would even tell you the scary part for Berkshire is maybe they're the enemies, maybe they're not the friends. That never crossed your mind? They own almost 10% of Ally Bank. The same Ally Bank that is processing every deal for Carvana. Same Ally Bank that is owned by Cerberus Capital and Dan Quayle. So, I mean, there's these connections are huge. And I've seen all the failed people out there, and they find their way. I know they have they own Kroger as well. So when the Kroger Albertsons deal doesn't go through, and then you see a Kroger CFO go to another company, you see the CEO get fired and gone from the company. You see the other one step down from Albertsons and gone. So everybody at the top, the deal didn't go through. Now everybody's gone. And you look at somebody like Berkshire Hathaway, who sold, I believe they had owned so much Apple at one point, and they're down to less than 2% of Apple right now. I understand that's 60 billion, 70 billion. I get it. But that's not a lot considering they got trillions of dollars under management. Not at all. So I just want you to know what you're looking at, guys, coming up for GameStop. They're going to be headed to the top. There's no doubt in my mind. And, if they can buy things, controlling stakes in the companies, I'm all for it. I don't know if they need manufacturing companies or F&I companies or telecom or computer tech or diversified stuff overseas. I don't know what they need. But I know Ryan has a vast investment portfolio as of now. So that's what I do know. But GameStop's doing their thing. I think I found my price target for GameStop personally. Let's go ahead and look at the SPX itself. Oh, let's talk about this. This will be fun to talk about. I'm sorry I haven't read the chat today, guys. I'm supposed to, but you know what? I'm just cruising right now. So I keep getting super microcomputers and MicroStrategies mixed up. That's cool. Not a problem there. I appreciate you, PH. PH is a good guy, by the way, guys. PH is my guy. Okay, so check this out. I want to tell you what's happening and how we can mimic and relive life in front of you. A lot of people like to look at Black Monday, 1987, and see a chart that drops off the face of the earth, okay? Now, if you're following and you're tracking the SPY, you won't find it. In 1992, when the SPY was invented, blah, 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 all that stuff. But here's what you have when you look at SPX. Okay, this is 1987, right here, this red bar. By comparison, it took 2 years to recover from that down. So you went down that day in October, and it recovered all the way through. Took 2 years to get itself back. All right? What we're looking at is more like the 60s. We're looking at this type of downturn. You're looking at continual downturn. I'm so sorry, the 70s. You're looking right here. From 72, economic turmoil because of, administrations, whether it be Nixon, Carter, and Ford, all the way down to way down here, 74. Now, why did I name all those presidents? Because from 73 all the way down to 74, you had this down in the whole economy. But it took you all the way to here in 1980 until Reagan gets back in office to recover all your losses. So you were dry for 7 years on the market itself. Sideways, pushed out. Now, is there money in this market right here? Absolutely, there's money. But guess what you can't buy? You can't buy the market. This is why I tell you guys. And the reason why you can't buy the market, the reason why you have to be able to read individual securities and know what the value of GameStop, for example. It's not just GameStop. There's companies like Alibaba. There's other companies that I look and I like their charts and I like what they do. But when you look at a company like this, like a chart like this, the whole economy is built like this. What that is that's dilution. Dilution of good versus bad. I can't buy the market when there's so many shitty companies in it. What am I buying? I'm sorry, but shit and water is still shit. And makes the water taste like that. I don't know if you ever had that before. I've never tasted it. Okay, anyway, back. So, yeah, I'm just telling you right now. You can't mix them together. So what do? You get the hell out. You don't play in this market. This market is run by Mag 7, right? Well, guess what? Mag 7, I've got Tesla here. What I just talked about earlier, Tesla has no choice. They're not going to recover. Economically, they're not going to recover. There's nothing, even on margins itself, and I would tell you the valuations that have PE ratios that you seem favorable, you'd be like, hey, you know what? That makes sense. They're still detached from reality today. So I don't think that you want to buy the Mag 7. I don't think you want to buy the NASDAQ 100. I think you want to buy individual securities. My personal belief. And I mean, you want to buy the ones that are going to be great. You don't want to get dragged down by what's about to happen over the next 7 years. Now, what tells me that? Well, these huge crashes that happen, this is a whole correction time frame right here. This is the greater financial crisis right here. This looping down all the way down to the ground. This right here is the dot-com bubble. Easy slide all the way down. Looping right here, this little curve fall off. That shocked people. That surprised people. People that didn't know. This long, drawn-out process was accelerated on a downhill because of 9/11. Manufactured. Let's go ahead and go up. Now, this hiccup you see here is COVID. This is COVID. We saw it. It did what it's supposed to do. The unfortunate part is it was too drastic. People said, oh, hell no. Whole world's going to go under the knife? That's it? We're done? I got an idea. Let's go ahead and push it out. String out this lot. Remember, we were supposed to fall off right here. This is 2022. We're going to string this out on administration. Wait till we get to the next one. We're here now. And everyone's capped. Everyone margined. Everyone sold and hell. Like, they literally pushed this like you've never seen. There's no M&A deals to get done. So what do you do if you're private equity? If you're private equity and you have billions of dollars that you need to spend because accredited investors are invested in you expecting a return, what do you do when you can't do corporate raids, corporate buy takeovers, and you can't do it? You can't give what they call green lettering. You can't go out there and send a letter out and force the boards to buy more shares because they want to hold certain position, right? So you scare them into it. Macellum and Kerr, they do this. They send letters out to Big Lots, to Kohl's, to Bed Bath & Beyond. They send the letters out and go, we want our people on the board of directors. We're going to decide what to do with this money because we're invested. We own 8% of this company. And if you don't, we're going to buy more. We're going to force our way in. Okay, Jonathan Duskin, I get what you do, but it doesn't make it right. And by the way, that's going to be Macellum if you're not familiar. So here you go. Right now, they pushed up this whole market. They had no choice. They had no choice but to keep pumping. New administration, guess what happens, guys? Trump's trying to control it. Trump is not an idiot. He's giving out dates. He goes, in March, I think I'm going to start the tariffs. That's a disguise. This is not a disguise for free trade. It's not a disguise to we want to make America great again. It's not that. You want to make it great again? Okay, control the chaos. Control this downfall. And the only way you control it, you can offset it, find the waste. Find the waste. I'm okay with that. Doge, do your thing. But who's going to prosecute these politicians? Jasmine Crockett of the world. Why do I even know your name? Who's going to go ahead and prosecute these guys for doing insider trading and making millions of dollars? Public speaking engagements, NGOs out here hiring them for X, Y, and Z. I've got Chelsea Clinton allegedly getting paid $84 million from USAID. Okay. She's also on the board of directors for Humana. She's on the board of directors for another one. I don't know if it's Cardinal Health or somebody else. Like, all these people get these prominent positions because they have political influence. All right, cool. So as we ride the wave on down, Trump adjusts his timeline. Oh, hey, we'll do it next month. Oh, hey, we'll do it next month. Well, now we're here. It's rain or shine, babe. It's hell or high water. Get ready. It's Wednesday. 2 days from today. And I don't think people are scared enough. I don't think so. I see people still putting in top out amounts on the 401k, which is crazy. Oh, yeah. When the SPY was 6,100, I was walking around talking to people. You know, people always ask me. I get asked so many questions about investing. Hey, man, you know a lot. Well, what do you do? What do you do right now? What do I do with my 401k? What am I going to do? I said, I don't know. Are you going to retire today? You're not retiring, right? No? Okay, cool. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how much you have. I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't buy that market. What do you mean? It's the best market. That's the point. Why the hell would you? Do you guys want to know what happened? It's the Dodgers of the 90s. I don't know if you guys know this part. I don't know if you guys study like I do about stuff. The Los Angeles Dodgers. Watch this. I'm gonna Google something for myself. Okay. Dodgers Rookie of the Year. Okay. So there was this thing when I grew up. We were all Dodger fans, right? Like in my younger years. And I'm gonna tell you right now how it happened. Watch it. Not Golden Glove. When I want Rookie of the Year. There it is. Rookie of the Year. So Dodgers had this run for Rookies of the Year. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Rookie of the Years in a row. 5 in a row. Okay? And you go, man, that's a good investment. The Dodgers. You know, I should be a Dodger fan. Because they got Eric Karros, Mike Piazza, Raul Mondesi, Hideo Nomo. I used to say Chan Ho Park, but he's on the other team. And then Todd Hollingsworth, okay? Rookie of the Years. All right, bros? 5 in a row. You can't stop them. You know what they did? They said, we need a dominant pitcher. We've got all the base. We got third base. We got first base. We got catcher. We got everybody. We got outfield, Mondesi. We got everybody. We need a pitcher. And they went and paid 7 years, $130 million, $120 million for Kevin Brown. Guys, they paid him the peak price. And he did nothing. It was a crash all the way. They crippled themselves. For the next decade, the Dodgers could not recover from that Kevin Brown trade. Matter of fact, the Dodgers didn't have another Rookie of the Year for 20 years. Not till Corey Seager. So not till Corey Seager, 20 years later, did they get a Rookie of the Year. And then they got Cody Bellinger, and then they went ahead and won some World Series, right? So I'm just telling you, I call it the Dodger effect because it's when you overpay for something and you're trying to reach for something, it reminds me of the Dodgers. That's it. That's me. I'm a Dodger guy. But yeah, you want to overpay for something? Go buy some 6100 NVIDIA. Oh my God. Bro, when I see your CEO more than I see anything, when I know his name and he's in leather jackets and he's doing all the conference calls, when our demand is so amazing and everybody wants us. We can't make it fast enough. What? Hold on. What did you say? You said that everybody's buying it from you, but you can't make it fast enough. I got you. 105. 105 for the greatest company that they want me to believe is the greatest company. So from 153 all the way down to 105. Guys, there's 24 billion shares of this company. Billion. That means for every dollar down, every $4 is $100 billion. That's right. They're down $48. That means they're down $1.1 trillion a market cap. Hell, these guys were at 3.8 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. They're at 2.5 right now, 2.58. They're down a trillion and 1.3 trillion. Yeah. Anybody getting fired? Is there any institutional shareholder here at this company that's mad? Nobody's mad. Nobody's fired. Okay, cool. There's nowhere to go but down. Sorry to tell it to you. You can put on all the leather jackets you want, Jensen. The assets you're selling people and the price you're selling them for are depreciating. Therefore, their books are going to be turned upside down as well. Anyone in business with NVIDIA is going to go down for this. It's the ones who are backtracking right now their guidance. I've read everybody. They're like, we're no longer going to be building up our infrastructure and data centers. We're no longer going to be buying these chips. Yeah, because, well, one, you can buy the chips all you want. You can put the order in. They haven't shown up yet. Okay, well, NVIDIA already counted that cash. They already counted that sales on their books. That's why they're marked to market. That's why they give out guidance one quarter at a time. It's criminal, guys. It's criminal what's happening with Wall Street. So get ready to collect if you're on the downside of it all. But you know what's wild? All the companies that I've said are going to go down, they do. Should I write a book called Doomsday Preppers or like, Marantz, you're the doom and gloom report? Like all these guys made millions of dollars writing books about guessing how markets are going to go? I'm just asking. I think I should. Market crash and GameStop spike on Wednesday. Not for the day. Not for the day. Like, I want you to know something. The part for me that is when he was signing a pair of boobs, yeah, the lady who goes up there, here, sign my whatever. Yeah, I hope she don't wash that off. You gonna take a shower, you dirty person? Anyway, let me ask you guys something, okay? The part that kills me about this whole market, like people get involved. We used to say that I said this in my first video. And I want you to remember it, okay, guys? Some of you guys who are members of the channel, thank you so much for loving and supporting the channel. But you guys can see my whole first year on YouTube, be on the members-only videos. You guys can watch that. But I used to say this thing, and instead of looking down the charts, I want you to hear it out, okay? I used to say, if you want to see this happen for GameStop, you're going to see this. You're going to see the market go. You're going to see GameStop go up, and everything else is going to fall down. Right off of it. Just whoosh. GameStop's just going to go up, and the whole market comes down. Well, that would make you think that GameStop's down right now. Everybody will tell you, GameStop's down. It's at $22. Do you see the arrow? The big gold arrow on the weekly here, and what direction it's going and where it's at? It's going up. It never stops going up. It's going up. Here, I'll do it for you, for all you little guys out there. Now that this administration is around and the world is ready to do it, here, I'll make it bigger for you guys. Where do you see the market? I'm going to show you GameStop. Okay? Going up, the gold arrow. Going up, that's GameStop. Where do you see your market? Do you get it yet? You can be the collateral. Oh, babe, how could I forget? Hey, the collateral for their short positions all the way to here. That was your market. That was everything. But now that GameStop's still going up, it's not going to stop going up. Something happened. Transitions happen. See, we can run parallel all day. Both of us go up together. If I wanted them to move the same, they would what? Move the same. This used to be my stuff. This used to be what I used to say. I still say it. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Hey, by the way, they moved the same. This is AMC, by the way. At one point, this was made people to believe. This is where I beat out Platinum Sparkles. Platinum Sparkles, this one delusional, pointless person, said, Marantz, what do you mean? They moved it. They are the same. I said, what are you talking about? I said, that run right there is the same as GameStop's? They mimic each other? They're in the same basket. Hey, Boss Blunts, how you doing? Hey, Boss Blunts, do me a favor. Change your name. Hotboxing your house with your kids in it is not the way to go. I said it. Idiot. I'm saying GameStop. Shut up. At some point, the kid's going to have to put down the chart and start looking at these other things called fundamentals. And a whole bunch of people. Anyway, watch the chart, guys. Enjoy. I have fun watching the charts. You guys know that. But GameStop is going to be doing something biblical. And I'm sorry to see you guys not believe in it, but you'll see what I mean. It's going to be amazing. We're talking billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. And I don't care. If they ever announce that they bought Bitcoin and it goes, Bitcoin's going to go stupid. And so is GameStop. And now you have no choice. And you guys want to talk about FOMO? It's not FOMO rushing into Bitcoin. No, Wall Street. It's everybody coming to GameStop. They're going to want exposure to Bitcoin. They're going to want exposure to the things that are us. You might have more dollars, Wall Street, today. You might have a couple of thousand people that work for these hedge funds and collect bonus checks and, LPs, limited partners, and general partners, and everyone earning their 2 and 20. You might have all of that. We have more. My name is Marantz. Marantz Rantz. In both words, you find the word ants. Not to be confused with ants trades. But at some point, ants, A-N-T-Z, you're going to watch the movie. It's got my buddy in there. Hey, Sly Stallone. Hey. Bunch of ants that finally figure it out. Bunch of ants that figure out exactly what we all figure out. You ever seen the movie Bug's Life? Hey, hold up, Mr. Grasshopper. We don't have to listen to you. We can do this shit our way. For us. I told you there's one investment in this world that's battling everything. I don't need to be on the sidewalks. I don't need to be on the sidewalks at the SEC when they shut down and closed. Talking about make a fair market. Nope. I'm going to win anyway. I'm going to win anyway. Bill collectors calling. Work getting a little iffy at times for people. Can't find a job. Can't find any work. Hungry. Thirsty. Uncertainty. What do? You turn to the fundamentals in life. That's it. A little scripture. A little healthy love. Find out you can be happy in any moment. It's a choice. All right, cool. So my point is, you can't beat us. We've gone through the worst of times. Your worst day is what? Stock market crash, you lose a couple $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion. Ooh. You go from a Mercedes in a rental car to a Camry? Ooh. You go from wearing, I don't know what shoes, Cole Haans, and you get down to Pumas? Ooh, yeah. Don't worry, we've already lived this life. We're the generation that grew up on ramen and Kool-Aid. We're going to fuck your world up. GameStop investors. And we're 4 years in, 4.5 years in, and nothing's changed for us. Literally, it feels like yesterday. The price is great. Keep it right where it's at, please. Don't let it spring off tomorrow. Bring this shit back down. Do it. I'll be here. All right, I got to do some stuff here, guys. I'm not leaving. I'm going to read some chat with you. But I've made it on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, bro. Yeah, me too. Feel good. I feel great. You know, I had this employee of mine last night. She looked at me. We were walking off. And she's like, hey, boss, I got a question for you. I was like, hey, what's up? She goes, how do you have all this energy? We just worked 10 hours and you've been on and you're walking to your truck. You're like running. I was like ready to go to my truck, right? I'm like, yeah. Great day. Great day. She's like, what is this all about? She's like, you just have a natural high. I said, every day. Every day I'm on some real shit. I swear to you guys. The reason why I'm so elevated in life is because I own GameStop. I'm not messing with you guys. I'm dead serious right now. You know, these guys on the Wall Street Bets crowd and all the they don't know shit. And Meltdown, same guys by the way. They don't know what we know. And they don't believe what we actually know. How about that? We just went through the worst run of our lives. We're negative $500 million. Everybody laughing at you. All your folks telling you don't know what you're doing. People questioning your investment ideas. And you just go, no. I'm going to make it happen. Guys, I got this tattoo on my arm, right? I got this tattoo. And everybody's like, yo, this guy's crazy. Like, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. You put Raider tattoos on your body. You got tattoos of losing teams. All the time. Me, I got a winner. I got a winning team on my arm. But if it's like a sense of like it's my armor. Like I'm just like, man, I got you. Like I understand. And you don't. You don't understand mathematics? You don't understand basic arithmetic? You don't understand pluses and minuses, profits and losses? GameStop's a profitable company. It's a great investment. And what, because they say it's not? You know what happened on this channel years ago? I opened up the Bat channel so everyone can come in here and talk to me. And I had a meltdowner in here every day, speaking fundamentals, talking about I didn't know what I was talking about. And I said, no, you're reading it wrong. GameStop's sandbagging the number. GameStop's going to be profitable. They already are. I would say all these things. I'm asking you today, Meltdown, walk your ass back in here. Come talk to me. Request an interview like you guys used to do. Come on in and say, Marantz, come talk to me now. None of you. Those other YouTube channels don't even exist anymore. Are we not paying you enough? I mean, tell me why. Tell me why Noisy's not around. Tell me why Hannah Reloaded's not around. Tell me why Dan Olson can't come out. You show me the failed investment of GameStop, and I'll show you 5 documentaries that were made too soon. We already knew the truth even then. Take my words out of context. Come over here and come see me face to face. You lost. You're going to lose even more. Or you never had skin in the game in the first place. You were just a paid actor. All of you. Hey, what's the fair value for GameStop? Are you still mad, Tony De Niro, that I put out a screenshot? You don't think I knew that it said bond on there? You don't think that we talked about it 9 hours before I posted it? Between me and Jay? Think I give a shit? Matter of fact, I got a fortune cookie. Okay? No. How about this? I've got a quarter right here. Quarter, okay? Quarter says the year it was made. Let's see. It was made, this quarter has the date 1804 and 2004. It says the great state of Missouri, the show me state. All right, so this coin, because Missouri was a state in 1804. All right, so check this out. So it's a 200 years in between, right? 200 from 1804 and 2004. 200. So that means GameStop is going to be worth $200 a share. The quarter told me so. You think I give a shit what you say? I said it. It's going to happen. I'm not going to sell. I'm not selling. Matter of fact, when it hits $200 a share, I might just buy one right in front of you just because. Because for old time's sakes, when I used to buy GameStop for $200 a share, before the split. Don't worry, I'm serious. You're not? Too bad. Fair value 111. Who's sandbagging? Who's price anchoring around here? Just me. I can do what I want. Hey, Tony, let me ask you something, bro. Just me to you, bro. Okay? How's that investment called AMC doing? You know, the one you pushed out, you go to the movies, and you stroked all the popcorn for? How's that working out for you? Hello? Did you back a pedophile? Are you invested with a guy who made a claim that he had hooked up with a 17-year-old ballerina, a Russian ballerina? Kind of like how Leon Black used to fly him in for Jeffrey Epstein, allegedly. Somehow, some way, Adam Aron's in the same boat. Leon Black, Apollo Global Management, Adam Aron, senior advisor for Apollo Global Management and employee. Also an employee for Josh Harris, who is one of the founding fathers of Apollo Global Management. An employee for him when he actually worked at the 76ers, a team owned by Apollo Global Management, Josh Harris. Just a coincidence. Adam Aron, how did you name a Russian ballerina? Where'd you get your Russian girls from? Is there a website I can go to order some Russians? Is this crazy? Out of all the shit you could have typed, Adam Aron, you start sending out provocative photos. Yes, ladies, they're called DPs. The things you don't ask for. This is all in a court document. This has all really happened. And these disgusting individuals invest money with this man. If you tell me you hold both, if you tell me you invest twice, whatever you do, I'm going to block and ban you so fast. You guys make me sick. And if you don't understand, if you guys need the FBI to investigate it, we can do it. Cash Patel, call me. Call me, Cash, and I'm going to show you every damn stone that I've unturned for private equity and their partnerships and their relationships. It's gross. Oh, not all private equity. We know. Oh, my God. Don't worry. Do you know what happens today? Do you know what happened today, guys? Today, and you know how I can quote all this, by the way? I got a series called Connect the Dots. Go watch them. There's 90 parts. Connect the dots. Literally 90 parts, and they break everything down. Here I am, Moez Kassam. Moez Kassam, who is the chief investment officer for Anson Funds out of Canada, who is the hedge fund that pays Muddy Waters, Citron Research, Hindenburg Research, all these papers and publishers to write hit pieces on companies they're shorting. Vice versa, those institutions or those publicists, they go ahead and give Anson Funds a heads up before they publish their hit piece. Yes, it's that bad. Yes, it's not allowed. Yes, it's stock manipulation and securities fraud. Yes. This morning, Moez Kassam is with, I don't know who, the prosecutors in Canada for the Department of Justice and or in California, where he's actually getting charged for securities fraud, trying to strike a deal. This morning, Moez Kassam, throwing everyone under the bus. So it's all right, bro. Save yourself. He's looking at 20 years in prison for securities fraud. And what did he short? What did they short? Anybody know what they did? What they did? They were naked selling GameStop in 2021. And they used AMC to combat it. And I have it on record. I have it written, said, everything. I showed it on Connected Dots Part 90. And it's a damn joke that I was able to call that out 4 years ago just by looking at charts and understanding how they're correlated. And people couldn't figure it out. And because I say things, people are like, it's not true. Okay, well, until I find the proof, which I have to go find, and I dig it up, and I go, and I go, and I go. And when I finally find it and I show it to you, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? AMC investors, what are you doing with your life? AMC apologists and or defenders, what are you doing with your life? I just showed you that they were using AMC versus GameStop. Connected Dots Part 90. Because we're goblins. Part 90 was good. Thank you. Oh, you mean the dick pic? Yes, I do. Tony De Niro. Take the hate of the people because people remember when you, Tony, told them not to read the 200-page Project Popcorn. They lost all their integrity. Yeah, of course. I invest in AMC now. I'm a bad guy. Shut up. That just dumb. Is that what you just said? Oh, okay, Goblin. Thank you so much. You invest in AMC right now? Cool, bro. All right, well, we're going to miss you. And not, can't spell Mississippi without miss. And the reason why I say it is because Mississippi is the dumbest state in the whole damn union. What did I miss? People are writing to me. Here we go. Massive 6 million GameStop buy order for 281 million shares in the pre-market goes to the dark pool. Thank you. Thank you for that one. Had no idea. This other guy says, I buy NVIDIA. Yeah. See, they don't understand. These guys, I buy NVIDIA. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Even Hollywood and music industry has been gutted by private equity firms. Yeah, they say that the next one's Lionsgate. I guess I have to go do a whole thing on Lionsgate right now. Maybe that's my part 91. I heard it from the horse's mouth himself, from Moez Kassam. I already know about Lionsgate, though. I know the deal that they did with the Rat Pack. And that's Brett Ratner. I believe that's his name. I can't remember right now. But the guy who married Mariah Carey back in the day. And James Reacher, or whatever his name is. I forget right now. From Australia. And then you also have our guy. One of the main guys from Yale University who was partnered up with Eddie Lampard. I can't remember his name right now. What the hell? Steve, the guy Steve. I can't remember his name. He was on the cabinet with Trump in the first administration. Steve Munchkin. That's his name, Munchkin. So those guys, that's all going to be the Lionsgate deal and Apollo. So, yeah, I'll go look at it. It's probably going to get worse right now. So I got baited by AMC in 2021 after the GameStop run, those efforts. You didn't get baited. You didn't get baited, Ed. You just don't. Everyone has their own identity. Like, you have this identity of following, and you probably don't have the courage to lead. Can I give you the example? Like, straight up. And this is why I feel the way I feel about GameStop, and you guys can, and about everything. And let's see if you guys can understand what I'm telling you. Brad, you go to nightclubs? You go to weddings? Maybe. You ever been to a place and you go like this? I love that song. I want to dance. But there's no one out there. That's you. And you're not going to go dance until the dance floor is packed and you have somewhere you can hide. Because you're embarrassed. For no reason. The truth is, no one's there is going to judge you for you dancing. However you do dance, who cares? It's you. You ever heard the phrase, dance like no one's watching? See a guy like me, dance floor could be empty. And I'm going to walk out there and I'll be the first one. And then everyone else will come after me. Like, yo, if he's brave enough to dance in front of everybody, I'm going to go out there too. That's the investment world. That's the psychology of the investment world. There are people out here willing to take a risk off of something they like. I like that stock. No one wants to buy it. Everybody thinks I'm an idiot for buying it. I don't care. I like it so much, I'm going to get it because it makes sense to me. I'm going to go get it. And then people will be like, oh, shit. Get the party started. Well, we're here. Can I give you the example? YouTube. I said, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to record. I don't even know how to post. But I'm going to go live. And I'm going to go out there, and there's no one going to be there. I used to have 3 people watching. Those same 3 are watching today. And I'll tell you something. You just keep going. You keep showing up. You keep doing it. Rinse and repeat. Beat your fucking head on the concrete, people. You will break through. Something will happen good for you. True story. True story. I had got this evaluation of me from my employer. And it was amazing. Like, you give yourself a rating, and then they rate you, and that's evaluation. Bam, 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 bam. Immaculate. I mean, it was everything I wanted it to be. And then there was this part. And it was like a very important part of it. And my boss goes, so what do you think about that? You know, like, how'd you feel about that? And I was like, what do you mean? I don't. I said, well, that right there. And I really, guys, everything in the world could be written about you on paper. I'll never let one line define who I am and what I am. Take the book. Take the book about me. Take the book about this investment, about GameStop, about the channel. Take it all. And you could have that one thing. But that one thing's not going to define who you are. It's not. My answer is to everyone that ever gets something written about them, or, you know, a negative comment online, or, you know, maybe even a bad run. There are things in this world, and I've said this before on this channel, there are things in this world that are permanent. There are things that are temporary. When you guys give, you know, preference to the temporary things over the permanent things, you're going to lose. You're going to be stressed. It's going to eat at you. The temporary things could be a lot of things. It could be your current career, or it could be your job, who knows? Or it could be negative comments online. It could be the way you feel for the week and or the month, or whatever you're going through, maybe some relationship issues. But these are all temporary, meaning you can make a choice about them that don't have to impact you and change the permanent things. If I let one of these temporary things affect one of these permanent things, well, I'm wrong. Right? I give you this example. We were at the nightclub the other night, and some lady goes right away. She's like, "Oh, who's sitting here?" Well, it was 4 of us. We're all at the table. She goes, "Well, I didn't see this chair being taken. I need to take this chair." I said, "That's fine." I said, "Oh, ma'am, you're fine. There's more chairs. Go ahead. Here you go. No problem. We're just having a good time. We don't care." That person wanted to, hey, this is my chair, my area, my place. Okay, there you go. It's temporary. You know what could happen in that moment? You could have somebody like Rico in that moment. And Rico come up and be like, what? My chair, punk. You and your whole crew. Let's go. That could change everything. And I say it to you guys joking around, but I want you to put it out there in your life right now. Let somebody tell you something negative about you or your investment or your people or your family or anything, your career. And you know what you do? You go, that's fine. I know who I am. I know what GameStop is. I don't care about the macro environment. I don't care about the headlines. I don't care what you tell me. I know who my wife is. I know who I am as a father. I know who my children are. I know what I'm bringing into this world. I'm very confident with what I do. So before anybody tries to paint me out a certain way, right? Guys, they're doing documentaries about the channel that has nothing. We have nothing. Like 13,000 people. What? Who cares? This internet has millions and millions. Hey, James Janney, you've got 2.2 million followers. And you're calling me to do an interview? For what? Andrew Tate follows me. For what? Bill Pulte, I need to talk to your guys. I want to talk about game. For what? You got 3.2 million followers. You're on Trump's cabinet. Why are you with me? Why are you here? Ian Carroll, why are you walking in saying, Marantz, I really like your work. I got to see it about. It's all about 2 million followers. Why? You could have negative influence. You guys can try to do the cancel culture. It won't work with me. It won't work. All those temporary things will never take over the permanent. And the permanent are going to be my faith, my family, my career, and GameStop. We're going to kick ass and take names, guys. Hope you guys like watching markets. Hope you guys are watching the show from time to time. Maybe you get some info you're looking for. I realize there are some headlines out there that sensationalize things. Let's sit back and wait and let's see what happens. Me personally, I'm kicking it. I play League of Legends all day and I hang out with Ruby's fat ass. That's about all I do these days. But other than that, I love GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. I'm still going to be here tomorrow, millionaires. Let's watch this market crumble. I'm only buying GameStop. I'll see you at the bottom.